Gabriel Tarde, On Communication and Social Influence. Selected papers. Edited and with an introduction by Terry N. Clark. Published by the University of Chicago Press. Preface. Some of the neglect of Tarde in the English-speaking world is due to the fact that several of his more serious works have never been translated. Accordingly, to present a meaningful sampling of his many contributions, it has been necessary to translate for the first time more than 3/4 of the selections contained in the present volume. The hackneyed dictum that there are no satisfactory translations must inevitably come to the mind of anyone attempting to render Tarde's work in English, for he was a stylist who enjoyed manipulating language as much as he did ideas. One is tempted to simplify his complex verbal constructions by rewording them in more contemporary English prose, especially when he deals with technical questions. But this would be to destroy the poetic elements of his work. While this is by no means a poetic translation, for we are not poets, we have retained some of Tarde's stylistic gymnastics rather than force him into the idiom of contemporary social science. For his own set of technical concepts, which are only partially translatable into those currently in use, we have sought the closest English equivalents. The translation was accomplished in 3 stages. N. Claire Ellis, a graduate student at the University of Chicago, prepared a first draft, which was then checked and edited line by Priscilla P. Clark, assistant professor of French at the University of Illinois at Chicago Circle. Finally, Terry N. Clark reviewed the translation once again, revising it and adding editorial comments in conjunction with Priscilla P. Clark. Morris Janowitz, as colleague and general editor of the Heritage of Sociology series, provided advice throughout the development of the volume. Peter M. Blau, Philip M. Hauser, Stephen Lukes, Fred L. Strodbeck, and George W. Stocking offered useful suggestions for the introduction. Fred E. Duffel served once again as a thoroughly professional typist. M. Guillaume de Tarde generously provided the photograph of his father, which appears on the cover. Introduction. Gabriel Tarde ranks as one of the 3 most outstanding sociologists of 19th-century France, but especially in recent years, he has been read less closely than either Auguste Comte or Émile Durkheim. Too often dismissed as a debater of Durkheim who lost, or the dated antecedent of Le Bon, Tarde has been stigmatized as an inchoate and imprecise philosophical or literary writer. Such misconceptions, magnified many times by distorted secondary accounts, have flourished. Remarkably few are those who have sufficiently penetrated Tarde's work.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?